The problem that we have here is a limit problem, and there's a strong probability that on the AP exam you will see a limit problem, maybe similar to this one. So let's read this one. It says that the limit as x approaches infinity of, and then we have a rational expression here, and we have 7x cubed minus x plus 1 in the numerator and 4x cubed minus 2x squared in the denominator is, and then we're to come up with the answer for that. The first step in this type of a limit problem, where you have a rational expression, a fraction, and you have the limit approaching infinity, either positive infinity or negative infinity, the first step is to divide by the highest power of x in the fraction. So we want to divide by highest power of x in fraction. Okay, so let's just rewrite our problem down again. We have the limit as x approaches infinity of 7x cubed minus x plus 1, and that's in the numerator, and in the denominator we have 4x cubed minus 2x squared. Okay, so what is the highest power of x in our fraction? And you're probably looking through and you are thinking, well, I see an x cubed in the numerator and an x cubed also in the denominator. I don't see anything larger than that, so x to the third power is the highest power of x. So for step one, we want to divide by that power. We want to divide by x to the third power. So I'm rewriting it again. And then, so each and every term I will divide by x to the third power. So I have 7x cubed over x cubed minus x over x cubed plus 1 over x cubed. That's in the numerator, and in the denominator I have 4x cubed divided by x to the third power minus 2x squared over x to the third power. So what's step 2? Step 2 is to simplify. And so let's write down again the limit, and the limit as x approaches infinity, and let's simplify. So what is 7x cubed divided by x cubed? That's just 7. And then I have minus x over x cubed. That simplifies down to minus 1 over x squared. And can I simplify 1 over x cubed? No, so I'll just rewrite that. And in the denominator, how does that simplify? Well, that'll just simplify down to 4 minus, and 2x squared over x cubed is just becomes then 2 over x. Step 3, now we just take the limit. And there's one thing that we should know about these types of limits, and here's the general rule. The limit as x approaches infinity, and actually I could have put a negative infinity in there, it doesn't matter, positive infinity or negative infinity, of k, a constant, over x to the n, that's always going to be equal to 0 if n is greater than 0. We need that condition. So in our problem, let's rewrite it again. The limit as x approaches infinity, and we've now simplified that to 7 minus 1 over x squared plus 1 over x to the third, and that whole thing is in the numerator, and in the denominator is 4 minus 2 divided by x, 2 over x. And then that is equal to, from the fact that we've stated above, that the limit as x approaches infinity of any constant over x to any positive power is equal to 0. Well, we look through and we see that we have still have the 7 minus and 1 over x squared then would, as x approaches infinity, is equal to 0. Then 1 over x to the third is, then that would be plus 0. And that's all over 4 minus, and what is 2 is over x as x approaches infinity? That's also 0. And all this simplifies down to 7/4. And so our answer is 7/4. Now, we spent many minutes doing this problem, but on the actual exam you should be able to do most, if not all, of the steps mentally, and therefore maybe do this problem in 30 seconds or less. That's all for this problem. See you next time.